वडहंस महला तीजा, सच्चा सौदा हर नाम है, सच्चा व्यापारा राम। गुरमति हर नाम वण जियै, अत मोल फारा राम। अत मोल फारा सच व्यापारा, सच व्यापार लगे वड भागी। अंतर बाहर भगति राते, सच नाम लिव लागी। नदर करे सोई सच पाए, गुर कै शब्द विचारा। नानक नाम रते तिन ही सुख पाया, सच्चे के व्यापारा। In this world, only Vaheguru's true name is an embodiment of truth. It is true, and the business of dealing in true name, reciting this true name, is the only right type of trading business. By following Guru's teachings, the evaluation of true name in terms of our faith in it is the greatest value for it, and there is nothing else one could pay for true name in exchange. Its value in terms of our faith in it is not paid back to the Guru or Vaheguru. It is only few Guru-minded people who are fortunate enough and predestined by God's will who get absorbed in the business of true name, as it is invaluable. Such people are always imbued with love of Vaheguru's worship in body and soul, and they are always immersed in reciting true name. But few people, blessed with God's grace, attain this true name by meditating on Guru's message. O Nanak, it is only few fortunate ones who are engaged with love in the business of reciting true name who have enjoyed the bliss of true name. हूँ मैं माया मैल है, माया मैल परिजय राम। गुरमति मन निर्मला, रसना हर रस पीजय राम। रसना हर रस पीजय, अंतर पीजय साच शब्द विचारी। अंतर खूंटा अमृत भरिया, शब्दे काढ़ पिय पनिहारी। जिस नदर करे सोई सच लागै, रसना राम रवि जय। नानक नाम रते से निर्मल, हो रहूं मैं मैल परिजय। It is the filth of our egoism and the dirt of worldly falsehood, Maya, which fills our mind, but this mind gets purified only when we recite true name through Guru's guidance and partake this nectar of true name with our tongue. Then, by partaking this true name with our tongue, imbued with the love of true name in our heart, we get involved in meditating on Guru's word, Shabad. When this body is full of the nectar of true name, like the well of God within, our intelligence following Guru's guidance partakes this nectar of Vaheguru's bliss by perceiving his vision. One who is blessed with God's favor is attuned to the truth with his tongue. Such a person chants Vaheguru's Naam. O Nanak, those who are attuned to the Naam, the name of Vaheguru, are immaculate. The others are full of the filth of egoism. पंडित जोत की सब पढ़ पढ़ कूक दे, किस पह करहे पुकारा राम। माया मोह अंतर मल लागै, माया के व्यापारा राम। माया के व्यापारा जगत प्यारा, आवण जान दुख पाई। बिख का कीड़ा बिख स्यों लागा, बिष्टा माहे समाई। जो तुर लिखिया सोए कमावै, कोई न मेटण हारा। नानक नाम रते तिन सदा सुख पाया, होर मूरख कूख मुए गवारा। All the religious scholars and astrologers read and study and argue and shout. What are they trying to teach? The filth of attachment of Maya clings to their hearts. They deal in Maya alone. They love to deal in Maya in this world, coming and going. They suffer in pain. The worm of poison is addiction to poison. It is immersed in manure. This human being does what is preordained. No one can erase his destiny. O Nanak, impute with the name of Vaheguru, lasting peace is found. The ignorant fools die screaming. Maya moh man rangya, मोह सुधना काई राम। गुरमुख एहो मन रंगियै, दूजा रंग जाई राम। दूजा रंग जाई साच समाई, सच परे भंडारा। गुरमुख होवै सोई बूझै, सच सवारण हारा। आपे मिले सो हर मिलै, होर कहना किछु न जाए। नानक विण नावै परम भुलाया, इक नाम रते रंग लाए। The self-will manmukhs, their minds are colored by emotional attachment to Maya. Because of this emotional attachment, they do not understand. The soul of the Gurmukh is imbued with Vaheguru's love. The love of duality departs from them. For Gurmukhs, their love of duality departs and their soul merges in truth. The warehouse is overflowing with truth for them. One who becomes Gurmukh comes to understand the Vaheguru embellishes him with truth. He alone merges with God, whom Vaheguru causes to merge. Nothing else can be said or done. O Nanak, without the Naam, one is deluded by doubt, but some imbued with the name enshrine love for Vaheguru. Vadhans महला तीजा, हे मन मेरा आवा गुण संसार है। अंत सच निबेड़ा राम, आपे सच्चा बख्श ले। फिर होए न फेरा राम, फिर होए न फेरा। अंत सच निबेड़ा, गुरमुख मिलै वड्याई। साचे रंग राते सहजे माते, सहजे रहे समाई। सच्चा मन पाया सच वसाया, शब्द रते अंत निबेरा। नानक नाम रते से सच समाणे, बहुर न पव जल फेरा। O my mind, the world comes and goes in birth and death. Only the true name can emancipate you in the end. When the true God himself grants forgiveness, then one does not have to enter the cycle of reincarnation again. One does not have to enter the cycle of reincarnation, and one is emancipated in the end. As Gurmukh, one obtained glorious greatness, imbued with love of true God. One is intoxicated with celestial bliss and remains absorbed in Vaheguru. The God is pleasing to such person's mind. Such a person enshrines true God in their mind, attuned to a word of the Shabad, and get emancipation in the end. O Nanak, Those who are imbued with now merge in true God. They are not cast into terrifying world ocean again. माया मोह सब बरल है, दूजै पाए खुआई राम। माता पिता सब हेत है, हेते पल जाई राम। हेते पल जाए पुरब कमाई, मेट न सकै कोई। जिन शिष्ट साजी सो कर वेखै, तिस जेवड़ अवर न कोई। मन मुख अंधा तप तप खप्पै, बिन शब्दै शांत नाई। नानक बिन नावै सब कोई, भूला माया मोह खोआई। The whole attachment to worldly falsehood and vicious or sinful actions is the useless work of foolish people. Such people are discredited and disgraced, being engrossed in dual-mindedness or other doubtful rituals. The love and affection of mother, father, other relatives is all due to this Maya, worldly falsehood. But this love of Maya is due to also our false convictions and our earlier actions, and nobody has the power to alter it or change it. But the God Creator enjoys the worldly drama enacted by Him after creating this world. There is no other power at par with God equal to His greatness or status. In fact, the self-willed person is blindly following clever moves, burning in the fire of worldly desires and disgust. But this person cannot have peace of mind without Guru's guidance. O Nanak, the whole world is completely lost in whims and fancies without the support of true name, as the whole world is completely enamored and ensnared by the love of worldly falsehood, Maya. एहो जग जलता देख गए, भज पए हर सरनाई राम। अरदास करी गुरपुरे आ गए, रख ले वहो देहो वडाई राम। रख ले वहो सरनाई, हर नाम वडाई। तुद जेवड़ अवर न दाता, सेवा लागे सो वड पागे। जुग जुग एको जाता, जत सत संजम कर्म कमावे। बिन गुर गत नहीं पाए, नानक तिसनो शब्द बुझाए। जो जाए पवै हर सरणाए। I have hurried to the sanctuary of Vaheguru after seeing this world on fire. I offer my prayer to the true Guru to please save me and bless me with your glorious greatness. Preserve me in your sanctuary and bless me with the greatness of name of Vaheguru. There's no other giver as great as you. Those who are engaged in serving you are very fortunate. Throughout the ages, they know only one God. One may practice celibacy through austere self-discipline and rituals, but without the Guru, one shall not be emancipated. O Nanak, he alone understands the word of the Shabad, who goes and seeks the God's sanctuary. जो हर मत दे साओ भजै, होर मत न खाई राम। अंतर बाहर एक तू, आपे दे बुझाई राम। आपे दे बुझाई अवर न पाई, गुरमुख हर रस चाखिया। दर साचै सदा ही साचा, साचै शब्द सुभाखिया। कर में निज कर पाया, सतगुर दे वडाई। नानक जो नाम रते से महल पायन, मत परवान सच साई। human being is bestowed by wisdom and intelligence as provided by Vaheguru only, since the person has no wisdom of one's own, and the all-pervading God makes such a person realize all secrets of nature. The Guru-minded people are satisfied with whatever God has bestowed on them without appreciating anything else. In fact, they partake the nectar of true name of Vaheguru, and they realize truth in the company of holy saints by reciting true name. O Nanak, the people who are bestowed with honor and prestige by the true Guru, they attain self-realization in this life itself and unite with God. Such people, imbued with love of Vaheguru's true name, they attain God's vision in God's presence, and such people are truly learned and full of wisdom through Guru's guidance. वडहंस महला चौथा छंत एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद मेरे मन सतगुर प्रीत लगाए राम हर 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 नाम मेरे मन वसाई राम हर हर नाम मेरे मन वसाई सब दुख विसारण हारा वड भागी गुर दर्शन पाया तन तन सतगुरु हमारा उठत बैठत सतगुर सेव है जित सेवियै शांत पाई मेरे मन सतगुर प्रीत लगाई. My mind has been blessed by the true Guru with Vaheguru's love. He has enshrined the name of Vaheguru Har Har within my mind. The name of the God Har dwells within my mind. He is the destroyer of all pain. By great good fortune I have obtained the blessed vision of Guru's darshan. Blessed is my true Guru, Satguru. While standing up or sitting down, I serve the true Guru. Serving him, I found peace. My mind, the true Guru has blessed this mind with God's love. How जीवा सतगुर देख सर से राम हर नाम दिड़ाए जप हर हर नाम विगसे राम जप हर हर नाम कमल पर गासे हर नाम नवंग निध पाए हौ में रोग गया दुख लाथा हर सहज समाध लगाए हर नाम वडाई सतगुर ते पाई सुख सतगुर देव मन पर से हौ जीवा सतगुर देख सर से. I enjoy the bliss of life by perceiving a glimpse of true Guru, and am feeling all the joy and pleasure of true name which the Guru has helped me to inculcate and recite. My heart has blossomed forth like the lotus flower by reciting God's true name, which has been attained by us like gaining all the 9 treasures of the world. By attaining this true name, we have cast away all our egoistic tendencies and other hurdles and afflictions. Now we are immersed in meditation of God and embodiment of peace, having attained the bliss of God's true name through the Guru's guidance. We have enjoyed the thrill of all worldly comforts by serving the Guru and perceiving his glimpse. We have attained peace and tranquility of mind. In fact, I am enjoying the bliss of life by having a glimpse of my Guru. कोई आण मिलावे मेरा सतगुर पूरा राम। हौ मन तन देवा तिस काट शरीरा राम। हौ मन तन काट काट तिस दे जो सतगुर बचन सुनाए। मेरा मन बैराग भया बैरागी मिल गुर दर्शन सुख पाए। हर हर कृपा करो सुख दाते देव सतगुर चरण हम तुरा। कोई आण मिलावे मेरा सतगुर पूरा। May Vaheguru enable me to meet such a friend who would join me with the true Guru, Satguru. I would offer my body, mind and soul to such a friend as a sacrifice. In fact, everything of mine, and offer my body and mind to the person who would pass on Guru's message and the Guru's word to me. My mind is fully immersed in God's love with complete devotion and worldly detachment. By having a glimpse of the Guru, I have attained peace and tranquility of mind. O God, benefactor, O destroyer of all ills, may we be blessed with the dust of lotus feet of true Guru through your grace. O brother, I am seeking such a friend who could enable me to meet the true Guru. गुरु जेवड दाता मैं अवर न खोई राम। हर दान देवै हर पुरख निरंजन सोई राम। हर हर नाम जिन्नी आराध्या तिनका दुख परम पाओ पागा। सेवक पाए मिले वड पागी जिन गुर चरनी मन लागा। कहो नानक हर आप मिलाए मिल सतगुर पुरख सुख होई। गुर जेवड दाता मैं अवर न कोई। I cannot find another benefactor who is as great as the Guru, who has bestowed on us the boon of the true name, as he is a personification of God, free from worldly falsehood. The Guru-minded people who have recited God's true name have cast away all their ills, doubts, whims, and fear complex, including dual-mindedness. O Nanak, the fortunate people who are imbued with the love of God, with their mind attuned to the lotus feet of Vaheguru, they attain unity with the Guru through their devotion and love. O Nanak, the people who have joined the company of holy saints, the Guru, through the grace of Vaheguru, they attain peace and bliss. I have realized that there is no other benefactor as great as the Guru, and there is no other power equal to Vaheguru. What Hans Mahla Chautha. How gur bin khari nimani Ram. जग जीवन दाता गुर मेल समाणी राम। सतगुर मेल हर नाम समाणी जप हर हर नाम त्याया। जिस कारण हौं ढूंढ टुटेंदे सो सज्जन हर कर पाया। एक दृष्ट हर एको जाता हर आत्म राम पछाणी। हौं गुर बिन खरी निमाणी। I am like a totally dishonored, poor and helpless person without the support and guidance of the Guru. O God, benefactor of this world, the people who are imbued with the love of God through Guru's guidance, they attain God, the life giver of the world. Such people who are immersed in true name by inculcating it in their hearts in the company of the Guru, they have recited true name by all means. In fact, I've realized and attained the God within my inner self, whom I'd been trying to seek by wandering all over the foreign lands. Through the Guru's grace, I perceived the God sublime now pervading all over with a single glance, and I've recognized the prime soul abiding within my own soul, as without the Guru's guidance, I feel totally helpless and humble. जिन सतगुर पाया तिन हर प्रभ मेल मिलाए राम तिन चरण सरे वह हम लागे तिन कै पाए राम हर हर चरण सरे वह तिन के जिन सतगुर पुरख प्रभ ध्याया तू वरदाता अंतर जामी मेरी शरधा पूर हर राया गुरमुख मेल मेरी शरधा पूरी अनदिन राम गुण गाए जिन सतगुर पाया तिन हर प्रभ मेल मिलाए. Those who are able to find the true Guru, the Satguru, the Vaheguru unites them in his union. Their feet I adore, I fall at the feet of such people. O Vaheguru, Har, I adore the feet of those who meditate on the true Guru and the Almighty God. You are the greatest giver, the inner knower, the searcher of hearts. Please reward my faith, O God King. Meeting the Gursikh, my faith is rewarded. Night and day I sing the glorious praises of Vaheguru. Those who have found the true Guru, the God himself unites them in his unison. Hawari, Gursikh, meet pyare Ram. हर नाम सुनाए मेरा प्रीतम नाम आधारे राम हर नाम मेरा प्राण सखाई तिस बिन कड़ी निमख नहीं जीवा हर कृपा करे सुखदाता गुरमुख अमृत पीवा हर आपे शरधा लाए मिलाए हर आपे आप सवारे हों वारी गुरसिख मीत प्यारे. I'm sacrificed to the Gursikhs. Oh, my dear friends, they chant Vaheguru's name, the beloved Naam. The name of God is my only support. The name of Vaheguru, Har, is the companion of my breath of life. Without it, I cannot live for an instant, for a moment. The God Har, the giver of peace, shows his mercy, and the Gurmukh drinks in the ambrosial nectar. The God blesses such people with faith and unites them in his union. He himself adorns them. I am a sacrifice to the Gursikhs, my dear friends. Har aape पुरख निरंजन सोई राम हर आपे मिले करे सो होई राम जो हर प्रभ पावे सोई होवे अवर ना करना जाई बहुत सियाणप लया ना जाई कर थाके सब चतुराई प्रसाद जन नानक देखिया, मैं हर बिन अवर न कोई, हर आपे पुरख निरंजन सोई. The God Himself is existing in His perfect form without being affected by the worldly falsehood, Maya. We are enabled to join the company of the Guru only when it pleases Vaheguru, and whatever happens in this world is as per God's will and nothing else avails. In fact, we could never attain Vaheguru with our own cleverness, and most of the people have tired themselves out with their clever moves. O Nanak, I perceive Vaheguru unaffected by worldly falsehood, Maya, through the Guru's guidance, as there is no other power at par with Vaheguru. Whatever is seen functioning in this world is a personification of God Himself, as Vaheguru is pervading everywhere, being omnipresent. God Himself is by Himself the Immaculate, Almighty, One and Only God. वड हंस महला चौथा. हर सतगुर मेल, हर सतगुर चरण हम पाया राम. तिमिर अज्ञान गवाया, गुर ज्ञान अंजन गुर पाया राम. गुर ज्ञान अंजन सतगुरु पाया, अज्ञान अंधेर बिनासे. सतगुर सेव परम पद पाया, हर जपया सास गिरासे. जिनको हर प्रभु कृपा तारी, ते सतगुर सेवा लाया. हर सतगुर मेल, हर सतगुर चरण हम पाया. O Vaheguru, may I be enabled to join the company of Satguru, the true Guru, as I've inculcated the love of the lotus feet of Satguru in my heart. The Guru has eliminated the darkness of ignorance of physics by applying the knowledge of God's secrets to the eyes of His devotees. As such, ignorance has been totally cast away by the true Guru. We have thus recited the true name of Vaheguru with each breath or morsel of food by serving the true Guru, and have attained the final truth, the blissful God. Whosoever is blessed with God's grace is engaged in the service of Guru. O Vaheguru, may we be united with the true Guru, whose lotus feet are very dear to us. मेरा सतगुर प्यारा, मैं गुर बिन रहण न जाई राम. हर नाम देवै, मेरा अंत सखाई राम. हर नाम मेरा अंत सखाई, गुर सतगुर नाम दिड़ाया. जिथे पुत कलत्र कोई बेली नाही, तिथै हर नाम छड़ाया. तन तन सतगुर पुरख निरंजन, जित मिल हर नाम ध्याई. मेरा सतगुर प्यारा, मैं गुर बिन रहण न जाई. O God, I cannot exist even for a moment without meeting my dear Satguru, who bestows the God's true name on us, who is helpful to us at the end of life. The Guru has enabled us to recite God's true name by inculcating it in the heart. The true name comes to our rescue where neither the son nor wife or other friends are of any help. The Guru, an embodiment of God Himself, is real praiseworthy, whose support has helped us to recite the true name. My Guru is my beloved friend, companion, without whose support I cannot exist even for a moment. जिनी दर्शन सतगुर पुरख न पाया राम तिन नेह फल जन्म सब बिरथा गवाया राम नेफल जन्म तिन बिरथा गवाया ते साखत मुए मर छूरे कर होंदे रतन पदारत भूखे पागहीण हर दूरे हर हर तिनका दरस न करियो जिन्नी हर हर नाम न ध्याया जिन्नी दर्शन सतगुर पुरख न पाया. Such people who have not perceived the Guru's glimpse have wasted this invaluable human life, and such people, having wasted this human life, die a really bad death with disgust and frustration, engrossed in the worldly falsehood. These faithless people are so unfortunate that even having the jewel of true name within their own inner self, they perceive God as a distant entity. O Vaheguru, may we never have a glimpse of such faithless people who have never recited God's true name. Such self-willed, faithless people have lived a wasteful and fruitless life as they have never perceived glimpse of Vaheguru. हम चात्रिक दीन हर पास बिनती राम गुर मिल मेरा प्यारा हम सतगुर करें भगति राम हर हर सतगुर करें भगति जा हर प्रभ कृपा तारे मैं गुर बिन अवर न कोई बेली गुर सतगुर प्राण हमारे कहो नानक गुर नाम दिड़ाया हर हर नाम हर सती हम चात्रिक दीन हर पास बिनती. We are yearning like the Papaya Chatrik songbird for the wonderful raindrop, and our only prayer to the true Master is to enable us join the company of true Guru so as to serve him through his worship. But this worship and service of the Guru is possible only when God bestows his grace on us. I have no other friend or companion except the Guru, as he is dearer to me than my life even. O Nanak, we have started reciting God's true name since the time the Guru has enabled us to imbibe the love of true name in our hearts. With love and contentment, we have approached the true God with our prayer like Chatrik, the songbird yearning for the raindrop of true name. Vathans Mahalla Chautha Har Kirpa Kar Satguru Mil Sukh Data Ram हम पूछे सतगुरु पास हर बाता राम सतगुरु पास हर बात पूछे जिन नाम पदारथ पाए लगे नित करे बिनती गुरु सतगुरु पंथ बताया सोई भगत दुख सुख सम्मत कर जाने हर हर नाम हर राता हर कृपा कर गुरु सतगुरु मेल सुख दाता. O Vaheguru, may we be enabled to join the company of true Guru, who is our only benefactor of all comforts, bliss, and we are asking, requesting the Guru also to tell us more details of our beloved Master. We have taken refuge at the lotus feet of the Guru to worship. Pray to Vaheguru, who has shown us the path leading to the unison with Vaheguru. The true saint of the God considers both joy and sorrow at the same face value without any distinction, and is always imbued with the love of God. O Vaheguru, may we be united with the true Guru, who is our sole benefactor, through your grace. सुन गुरमुख नाम सब बिन से हौ मैं पापा राम जप हर हर नाम लथियड़े जग तापा राम हर नाम जिनी आराध्या तिनके दुख पाप निवारे सतगुर ज्ञान खड़ग हाथ दीना जम कंकर मार बिदारे हर प्रभ कृपा तारी सुख दाते दुख लाथे पाप संतापा सुन गुरमुख नाम सब बिन से हूँ मैं पापा. Listen as Gurmukhs to the Naam, the name of Vaheguru. All the egoistic tendencies and sins are eradicated this way, chanting the name of Vaheguru, Har, chanting his name, all the troubles of world vanish. Those who contemplate the name of Vaheguru, Har, they get rid of their sufferings and sins. The true Guru has placed the sword of spiritual wisdom in my hands. I have overcome and slain the messenger of death. The true God, the giver of peace, has granted his grace, and I am now rid of all pain, sin, and diseases. Listen as Gurmukh to the Naam, the name of Vaheguru. All the egoism and sins are eradicated this way. Jap har naam mere man paaya ram. Mukh gurmukh jap sab rog gavaya ram. Gurmukh jap sab rog gavaya arogat bhay sharira. अंदिन सहज समाध हर लागी हर जपया गहर गंभीरा जात नाम जिन त्याया तिन परम पदारथ पाया जप हर नाम मेरे मन पाया. Chanting the name of Vaheguru, Har, chanting his name is so pleasing to my mind. I have loved this recitation of God's true name with devotion by all means, and have recovered from all our maladies by reciting true name in the company of the renowned Guru-minded people. Now we have got emancipated from all our body, all the illness, afflictions, as we have cast away all our sufferings by reciting true name in company of holy saints. We have attained peace and tranquility of mind, and remain immersed in the love of the God sublime, who is too deep for a probe, by reciting true name day and night. The people belonging to high or low caste who have recited true name, they have attained salvation, the highest state of bliss. Now I always recite the true name, having developed love for God's true name. हर तारो कृपा कर कृपाल हो बारे राम। हम पापी निर्गुण दीन तुम्हारे राम। हम पापी निर्गुण दीन तुम्हारे, हर दयाल शरणाया। तू दुख भंजन सर्व सुख दाता, हम पाथर तरे तराया। सतगुर पेट राम रस पाया, जन नानक नाम धारे। हर तारो कृपा कर कृपाल हो बारे राम। O Vaheguru, may I be saved from this tortuous ocean of life through your grace. We are great sinners and helpless poor people who have sought your support like your slaves, your devotees. O God benefactor, we have inculcated your love in our hearts through your grace. O God benefactor, O destroyer of all our sins, we were sinking like heavy stones in this ocean of life, but have been saved by the boat of safety, the true name, through your grace and benevolence. O Nanak, such people who have partaken the nectar of true name in the company of true Guru have crossed this ocean of life along with many others by attaining Vaheguru. O Vaheguru, may we be saved from the worldly sufferings through your grace. वडहंस महला चौथा, कुड़ियाँ एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। देते जन जी राम उपाया राम। तन मानस जन्म पुन पाया राम। मानस जन्म वड पुण्य पाया। देह सो कंचन चंगड़िया। गुरमुख रंग चलूला पावै। हर 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 नव रंगड़िया। एह देह सो बांकी जित हर जापी। हर हर नाम सुहाविया। वड पागी पाई नाम सखाई। जन नानक राम पाया। Vaheguru has created this human body horse, which is very fast moving, beautiful. This human frame is really wonderful and praiseworthy, which has been gained due to our great good fortune as predestined by Vaheguru's will, and as a reward for our good deeds in the past. This body is more valuable than gold even. The human being, when imbued with the love of Vaheguru, reciting God's true name, worship, enjoys the eternal spiritual bliss. This human frame body has been made beautiful with the recitation of true name, as it is a beautiful, virtuous, and invaluable boon of Vaheguru, capable of reciting true name of Vaheguru. O Nanak, this human body has been given to us due to our good fortune, which is supported by God's true name as its companion. Vaheguru alone has created this human body, which gains all the support through recitation of true name. देह पावो जीन भुज चंगा राम। चढ़ लंगा जी बिखम पुअंगा राम। बिखम पुअंगा अनंत तरंगा। गुरमुख पार लंघाए। हर बोहित वड पागी लंघै। गुर खेवट शब्द तराए। अन दिन हर रंग हर गुण गावै। हर रंगी हर रंगा। जन नानक निर्वाण पद पाया। हर उत्तम har pad changa. By placing a saddle on this body horse, we could cross this tortuous ocean like a snake of life, and this is the secret of Vaheguru, worth knowing and realizing. By controlling the mind along with curbing our vicious thoughts, we could cross this ocean through reciting true name. It is only the Guru-minded people who could successfully cross this arduous and difficult path, ocean full of the waves of passion and worldly desires. Such fortunate people manage to board the ship of safety in the form of reciting God's true name, which has been provided by the captain of the ship through Guru's teachings. Then such Guru-minded people sing the praises of Vaheguru by imbibing the love of God in their hearts, thus inculcating the love of God, being fully immersed in it. O Nanak, such Guru-minded people attain the highest bliss of life by uniting with God, free from all afflictions and sufferings, which is the highest state in life. Kadyal mukhe gur gyan diraya Ram, tan prem har chabak laya Ram, tan prem har har laye chabak, man jine gurmukh jeetya, agado kadave shabad pave, apyo har ras pitya. सुन श्रवण बाणी गुर वखाणी, हर रंग तुरी चढ़ाया, महामार्ग पंथ बिखड़ा, जन नानक पार लंघाया. The knowledge of Vaheguru gained through the Guru's guidance is like the bridle for controlling this body horse, and the love of Vaheguru is like using the cane for the control of this horse. Thus, the Guru-minded people have controlled the mind by using the love of Vaheguru as a cane, thus making a success of this life by winning over and getting freed from the cycle of births and deaths. This human being attains God by charming and honoring this mind through Guru's word and partakes the nectar of true name. Then, by listening to Guru's word with one's ears, the human body horse is embellished with beautiful ornaments and other articles of faith. O Nanak, the Guru has thus helped this man to cross this arduous path that leads to Yama's abode. It consists of difficult path and could be crossed successfully only with Guru's guidance. Kori tejan deh Ram paya Ram, jit har prabh jape sa tan tan tukhaya Ram, jit har prabh jape sa tan sa basai, tur paya kirat judanda, chad dehad kodi bikham langai, मिल गुरमुख परमानंदा, हर हर काज रचाया पूरै, मिल संत जना जंज आई, जन नानक हर वर पाया मंगल, मिल संत जना वाधाई. This fast state of human body has been created by Vaheguru, which is praiseworthy, as this is the only means of understanding and realizing God's secrets. Blessed and praiseworthy is the human body, which would enable us to merge or unite with the true God through self-realization, which has been bestowed by God's grace from the beginning itself. Riding this body horse, the Guru-minded people, they cross over the terrifying world ocean. The Gurmukhs, they meet Vaheguru, the embodiment of supreme bliss. The The God, Har, has perfectly arranged this wedding. The saints have come together as a marriage party. O Nanak, I've obtained the God as my spouse. Joining together, the saints sing the songs of joy and congratulations. Vidhans Mahalla Chautha Deh Tejnadi Har Navrangiya Ram Gur Gyan Guru Har Mangiya Ram Gyan Mangi Har Katha Changi Har Naam Gat Mit Janiya सब जन्म सफल्यो किया करते हर राम नाम वखाणिया हर राम नाम सलाहे हर प्रभ हर भगत हर जन मंगिया जन कहे नानक सुनो संतो हर भगत गोविंद चंगिया. This body horse of human body has been decorated, embellished, beautified with the new form, the true name, and have attained God's highest knowledge of true name from the Guru. We have sought this knowledge of Vahiguru's secrets of Him as we have developed love for the discourses of Vahiguru. We have thus gained the path to salvation by reciting the true name of the God. The God has enabled the Guru-minded people to lead a successful and fruitful life by reciting the God's true name all the time. The beloved devotees of Vahiguru have always sung the praises of God's true name and sought the worship of God through their prayers. O Nanak, listen to me carefully, O holy saints. The worship of Vahiguru by reciting true name is truly worthwhile and praiseworthy. De kanchan jeen suena ram jad har har naam ratna ram जड़ नाम रतन गोविंद पाया हर मिले हर गुण सुख कणे गुर शब्द पाया हर नाम ध्याया वड पागी हर रंग हर बणे हर मिले स्वामी अंतर जामी हर नवतन हर नवरंगिया नानक वखाणे नाम जाने हर नाम हर प्रभ मंगिया. This horse of human frame is most beautiful, like the gold, and the realization of God's true name is like the saddle for this horse, and the ornaments of true name through knowledge are like the jewels studded in that saddle. Once we recited and attained Vahiguru through the jewel of true name by reciting true name, then we got united with God through this knowledge, and we enjoyed the bliss of life by reciting true name, singing the praises of Vahiguru. By reciting true name, once we got the knowledge of Guru's word, the fortunate Guru-minded people became an embodiment of Vahiguru by imbibing his love. Then the omniscient true master, who is always seen in a new form with new colors, merged us with himself. O Nanak, I would now seek the true name only from Vahiguru, as I have tasted this nectar of true name which I have just now expressed, and I know its value. Karyal mukhe gur ankas paya ram मन में गल गुर शब्द वस आया राम मन वसगत आया परम पद पाया सातन कंत प्यारी अंतर प्रेम लगा हर सेती कर सो है हर प्रभ नारी हर रंग राती सहजे माती हर प्रभ हर हर पाया नानक जन हर दास कहत है वड भागी हर हर त्याया. This horse of human frame has been controlled by putting the bridle of Guru's word in its mouth, and this Guru's word is like the iron rod used for taming this elephant-like mind, as it cannot be controlled otherwise. Once the mind was subdued and brought under control, we attain the highest status of salvation. As the women get the love of the spouse, we also got love of our husband God. Having inculcated the love of God's spouse in our hearts, we became honorable in Vahiguru's presence, like the new bride being praised in the house of our spouse. Thus, we got imbued with the love of Vahiguru in the state of equipoise and got united with God's spouse, like the soul bride winning the love of her husband God with some efforts. O Nanak, the slave of true Vahiguru, says that only the fortunate Guru-minded people have recited the true name. देह कोड़ी जी जित हर पाया राम मिल सतगुर जी मंगल गाया राम हर गाय मंगल राम नामा हर सेव सेवक सेवकी प्रभ जाय पावे रंग महली हर रंग माणे रंग की गुण राम गाए मन सुभाए हर गुरमति मन त्याया जिन नानक हर कृपा तारी दे कोड़ी चढ़ हर पाया. We have attained Vahiguru by controlling this horse-like body in mind and have sung the praises of God in the company of true Guru through the songs of God's greatness. We have served true Master worthy of this service as a devotee and praised the God with the songs of joy. Thus we have enjoyed the conjugal bliss of God's spouse through his service in unison in God's presence, like the soul bride enjoying bliss of her husband God. Now we love to sing the praises of God only, as the love of Vahiguru's virtues is developed by us. Now we have recited the true name of Vahiguru through Guru's teachings. O Nanak, when God blesses us with His grace, we were enabled to control and subdue this horse of human body along with the mind and got united with the God by reciting His true name. Rag Vidhans Mahla Panjama Chant Kar Chautha Ik Omkar Sat Gur Prasad Gur Mil Ladha Ji Ram Pyara Ram Eho Tan Man Ditda Varo Vara Ram Tan Man Ditta Pav Jal Jitta Chuki Kaan Jamani Asthir Thiya Mrit Piya Rahya Avan Jani So Kar Ladda Sehaj Samatha Har Ka Naam Adhara Kaho Nanak Sukh Mane Raliya Gurpure Ko Namaskara. By meeting with the Guru, I have been able to find my beloved Vaheguru, the one and only God. I have given this body and mind to Him. I've made it sacrifice to Him, a sacrificial offering to my Vaheguru. Dedicating this body and mind to Him, I have been able to cross over the terrifying world ocean, and I've shaken off all the fear of death, the Yama. Drinking in the ambrosial nectar, I have now become immortal. All my comings and goings in incarnations have ceased now. I found that home of celestial Sehaj Samadhi. The name of God is now my only support. O Nanak, I enjoy peace and pleasure. I bow in reverence to the perfect Guru. सुन सज्जन जी मेंडड़े मीता राम गुर मंत्र शब्द सच दीता राम सच शब्द ध्याया मंगल गाया चूके मनु अंदेसा सो प्रभ पाया कथे न जाया सदा सदा संग पैसा प्रभ जी पाणा सच्चा माणा प्रभ हर तन सहजे दीता कहो नानक तिस जन बलिहारी तेरा दान सबनी है लीता. O my dear friends and companions, listen to me. The Guru has given me the mantra of Shabad, the true word of Vaheguru. By meditating on this mantra, I sing the songs of joy, and all the doubts from my mind are eradicated. Now I found the true God who never leaves, who is there forever and ever, and who is besides me always. One who is pleasing to God receives true honor. The Vaheguru blesses such a person with wealth. O Nanak, I am sacrificed to such a humble being. O Vaheguru, you bless all with your bountiful blessing. Tau Pana Ta Tripat Ghai Ram Man Thiya Thanda Sab Trisn Bujhaye Ram Man Thiya Thanda Chuki Danja Paya Bahut Khajana Sikh Sevak Sab Punchan Lage Hau Satgur Ke Kurbana Nirbhav Bhai Kasam Rang Rate Jam Ki Tras Bujhaye Nanak Das Sada Sang Sevak Teri Pagat Karon Liv Laye. O true Master, we become fully satisfied from the time when we follow your will, and both the body and mind experience the thrill of your unison. We attain peace and tranquility of mind if we curb all our worldly desires and attachments. The mind is stabilized by extinguishing the fire of worldly desires and attaining the treasure of the true name. Now I offer myself as a sacrifice to the true God, as all the devotees of Sikhs are also enjoying the spiritual bliss as they are imbued with His love. They are now serving the Guru, being fearless, having cast away the fear of Yama. O Nanak, I am worshipping and serving the God as His devotee and slave by imbibing His love. Puri asa ji mansa mere Ram mohe nirgun jiyo sab gun tere Ram सब गुण तेरे ठाकुर मेरे, कित मुख तुद सालाही। गुण अवगुण मेरा किछ न बिचारिया, बकश लिया खिन माही। नौ निध पाई वजी वधाई, वाजे अनहद तूरे। कहो नानक मैं वर कर पाया, मेरे लाथे जी सगल विसूरे। O Vaheguru, all my desires and hopes have been fulfilled, and the inner feelings of vicious thoughts have been curbed. O true Master, you are the God benefactor and full of all virtues, whereas I am lacking in any good qualities, being virtueless. O my beloved God, how could I sing your praises as you are full of all virtues, having the purest and highest status? You have pardoned all my feelings and sins in a moment without considering my good or bad qualities. I now have attained the true name, the fountainhead of all the nine treasures through your worship. I always hear all pervasive, unstrung music of nature, thus enjoying the eternal bliss of life. O Nanak, I have attained unity with my God spouse within my inner self, which has helped me to get rid of all my sufferings and afflictions through His grace. I am now enjoying the bliss of life as the God spouse now abides within myself, having attained self-realization. Slokya क्या सुनेंदो कूड़ वंजन पवन चुलारिया नानक सुनियर ते परवान जो सुनेंदे सच तनी. O Nanak, the ears that listen to the true name of true God are accepted in His presence. Why do you hear the worldly jargon, O human, and be engrossed in the love of Maya, which comes like the waves of mind or the perishable alms and good deeds? The best solution lies in listening to true name of Vaheguru. Chant तिन कोल कुमाई जिन प्रभ सर्वणी सुनया राम से सहज सुहेले जिन हर हर रसना पढ़िया राम से सहज सुहेले गुणे अमोले जगत उदाहरण आए पै बोहित सागर प्रभ चरणा केते पार लंघाए जिनको कृपा करी मेरे ठाकुर तिनका लेखा ना गणिया कहो नानक तिस को कुमाई जिन प्रभ सर्वणी सुनिया. I would offer myself as a sacrifice to the Guru-minded people who have listened with their ears God's true name and recited this true name with their tongue. They have enjoyed the eternal bliss in the state of equipoise. Such Guru-minded people possess invaluable virtues and qualities and enjoy the eternal bliss effortlessly as they have taken birth in this world to help other human beings in crossing this ocean. The ship of the lotus feet of Vaheguru has enabled many people to cross this tortuous ocean of life successfully. O brother, the accounts of good and bad deeds of Guru-minded people blessed with the grace of God are not kept and maintained by the God of justice, Dharamraj, as they are not accountable. O Nanak, I would offer myself as a sacrifice to such Guru-minded people who have listened with their ears to the true name of Vaheguru, to the songs of praise of Vaheguru. Slok Loen loi dit प्यास न बुझे मुकणी नानक से अखड़ियाँ बेअन जिन्नी दिसंदो माँ पिरे. O Nanak, the eyes which could perceive the glimpse of true Master are not like the normal eyes, and such praiseworthy eyes are different, unique, who have seen Vaheguru. I perceive that God, capable of enlightening our minds with the help of the eyes of wisdom, but my thirst of perceiving Vaheguru is not extinguished or satisfied. In fact, the longing is more pronounced every time. Chant जिन्नी हर प्रभ डिठा तिन कुर्बाने राम से साचे दरगह पाणे राम ठाकुर माने से परधाने हर से तिरंग राते हर रसे अघाए सहज समाए कट कट रमैया जाते से सज्जन संत से सुखिए ठाकुर अपने पाणे कहो नानक जिन हर प्रभ डिठा तिन कै सद कुर्बाणे. I offer myself as a sacrifice to such Guru-minded people who have perceived the true Master, and only such people appear praiseworthy in God's presence. Such people only who are accepted by the God, having won His pleasure, are considered as great and praiseworthy, as they are always immersed in the love of Vaheguru. They have been fully satisfied by partaking the nectar of true name, and they have attained the state of bliss and equipoise. Such saints have perceived the God pervading equally in all beings. O Nanak, I am a sacrifice to such Guru-minded people who have seen my true Master, and such saints are accepted by Vaheguru with honor, since such people enjoy the bliss of life by following Vaheguru's will. Slok Deh andhari and sunji naam vihuniya Nanak safal janam jai kat vutthal sach tani. O Nanak, the Guru-minded people who have inculcated Vaheguru's love and in whose hearts Vaheguru abides, they have made a success of this life, whereas the self-willed people have become blind due to the darkness of their ignorance, being virtueless and void of the true name. Chant tin khaniye vanja jin mera har prabh dītha Ram जन चाक अघाणे हर हर अमृत मीठा राम हर मन है मीठा प्रभु तूठा अम्यो वूठा सुख भय दुख नास परम विनाश तन ते जप जगदीश ईस है जय जय मोह रहत विकार थाके पंच ते संग टूटा कहु नानक तिन खनिय वंजा जिन कट मेरा हर प्रभु उठा. I would offer myself as a sacrifice to such people who have perceived a glimpse of my Vaheguru, the Almighty, and would sacrifice my life even. The devotees have been satisfied by partaking the nectar-like sweet true name of Vaheguru. The true Master is pleased with such people who have inculcated the love of the nectar of true name in their hearts. Such people have enjoyed all the pleasures of life by reciting the true name of God, who is the true Master of the gods like Brahma and Vaheguru of the whole universe. And such people have cast away all their afflictions by saluting and worshipping that one and only God. They have gotten rid of all vicious and sinful actions by getting detached from worldly pleasures or possessions, and they've gotten free, they've emancipated from vices. O Nanak, I would surrender myself completely to such people who have inculcated the love of Vaheguru in their heart.